Okay, Kopo, let's start something. Let's start. Kopo, good afternoon to you. Kopo, good afternoon to you. You can hear me? Kopo, you can hear me? Kopo.
Yes, I'm getting you.
Kopo, you can hear me?
Yes, 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 yes.
Kopo, you can hear me? Are you there,
I'm getting
Kopo?
you. Yes, you are coming in.
Okay, so good afternoon to you. How are you?
Yes, I'm good.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good this afternoon, Chief.
Okay, so we're going to do State of the Nation from two different ends this afternoon. Copa is sitting at controls. I'm somewhere downtown Morovia due to time factor. We couldn't make it to studio, but Copa is there holding things normal. So what do we have today, Copa, if you will?
You mean as on our schedule?
Yes, I'm told Charles Roberts or Gibbs is supposed to be on very soon, but today is the birthday of President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Are you aware of that?
Yes, I'm aware that today is former President Eddie Johnson Sirleaf's birthday.
I made a brief stop this morning and wish her happy birthday. And today, again, the legislature, the House of Representatives, is divided, seriously divided. For those of you who are tuning, if you hear any noise in the background, is as a result of Mother Nature, the vast Atlantic Ocean blowing, and somewhere where I'm sitting doing this presentation this afternoon. So, Kopa, how are you today?
I'm doing exceptionally well. We are following the political issue in the country, and I'm on course.
Okay, well, how is the station so far? I know you're holding the ground.
Yes, we are holding the ground here. Pretty soon I'm getting message that we will be joined by um the Queen, Magdalene Saah on the show. But it's a pleasure to be sharing your team today.
So, who authorized you to call her queen? Kopa?
Yes, yes. No, that's a Nina.
Kopa,
Yes, yes.
who authorized you to call her queen? That's what I'm asking.
Um, she herself gave me the authority.
Uh, when last you got her name?
This is the name that is saved on her number in my phone.
Okay, so she will join us later, but while she's on her way, she had gone to cover the AMEZU. She had gone to cover the AMEZU graduation or convocation, and she'll join us very very soon. And by the time- oh, okay, so let's leave that. I'm telling you that she will join us later.
Yes, yes.
She's on her way driving from Bome County and will join us very soon. As I was saying, today is former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf's birthday, making her 86 years old. And also on trending issues, we got the House of Representatives is still divided. Speaker Kofa and those calling themselves majority, they're holding that section. In fact, I just been told, just read a letter from the deputy speaker who was giving an ultimatum to join the, the original black, not the original, the majority black, but sending an excuse that he wants to consult his lawyers and informed the the folks calling themselves majority black. So we are at a deadlock currently as we speak. Do we have anybody
Well, Chief, we are
from
having
the judiciary to give us an update on what's happening? But let's see where we can get to. Peter, to
okay, okay. Let me call
take a
Peter.
musical break. Let me
Okay,
readjust.
all right. Okay.
Okay, all right, Papa, all right, okay. I told you to take musical break, not to play the team. That's a team. That's not musical break. So how are you today? How where can we begin? And what is the latest on the news file?
The latest is still the House of Representatives, and yesterday again we went on an investigation. It's one of the latest on the news file about this arrest saga.
Yeah,
Yes.
the
So
rice.
yes. So yesterday morning on the TBS, Truth FM broke the news about some alleged contaminated rice being rebacked at the free port of Monrovia by our popular rice supplier, which are
Okay, so let me tell you this. Hold on, Chief. Hold on. Let me tell you this. We got the videos I saw. There's no need to sugarcoat this thing. The video I saw, the pictures I saw. Liberia is in serious trouble. We have to admit that. Imagine if we had not seen that, if we had not seen the contaminated rice, if it had entered, is that your boss lady? Is that Magdalene?
yes. She's here.
Oh, I just sent her text. I told her to send me some data so that I can remain on.
Yes.
Yeah, so as I was saying,
I,
how are you?
yes, I'm fine. Good afternoon to you wherever you are. I mean, your data is actually running low because you are coming in broken. You have to
So,
ensure that you have enough data before you consider coming online.
well, I didn't know that I was running low. We got where we can get our data from. So please send me data so I can remain on.
Yes, so thank you. I listened to you. I'm just from Bumi, attended the AME Zion University 33rd commencement convocation held in Town, Pearl River. And yes, I'm back. We will talk more of that. But please get used to the new normal. People get PhD, doctorate degree, or whatever degree sometimes online, right? And even during the COVID, during the Ebola time, people learn online. And when these things are happening, I mean, even most of the programs, we have our panelists who join us from across the world, and we talk with them. So if my boss, Christopher Sally, is seated in his office, I don't know where he's coming from. I don't know wherever he's coming live from. I get used to it. Is actually, I know, is something that we, or even all of the networks around here, other platforms on Truth FM, the same. So let's get used to set up the nation. I mean, some days Cooper will sit here or anybody else, and then while I'm away or Chief Chris is somewhere else, and we do the show together. So get used to anything. Get used to another way of life, because it has actually been introduced in Ebola time, COVID, and here we are now. So thanks for holding on. At least you're over there. I'm seeing you. But you really got to work on your data.
And interestingly, our boss is getting adjusted to the digital age.
Yeah, you ready because you were coming in so broken. I knew you had some issues in coming, because you are actually BBC, born BBC, born before computer. Anyways, it's good to be back in studio. Oh, he muted himself now, and you see that's the problem. That's the problem right there. Oh, he's coming in. So today is Tuesday, and I want to say congratulations to all of our colleagues, or say fellow compatriots who walked out of the walls of the African Methodist Episcopal Zion University, the 33rd commencement convocation held at the Vincent Town Pool River in Bomi County. And we want to say congratulations to the 300 plus graduates from different disciplines, and it was good being there. I mean, for the third year now, been covering the Zion commencement convocation. And Cooper, one thing I would tell you is that I was in Zion before I was doing accounting.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's 2009 when I just came out of high school. 2007, 2008 years I enrolled at the AME Zion University. And I always feel at home. At the time, that place was nothing. That place was down to foundation. And every time they would tell us we'll move there, we'll move there. And sometimes the students even used to like protest and when we'll go to that one poor river, when we'll go to the one poor river. So you see, dreams do come true. And when you go at the poor river right now, this AME Zion I used to know, it has actually been transformed. Chief, I don't know. You see, he gone off. He's not used to that kind of life. We have to make him strong. Yeah, sure. So when I go at the AME Zion, I see tremendous development that have been going on there. And thanks to all of those who have served in a position, the executive position, like serving as president, vice president, board chair, and all those in leadership at the African Methodist Episcopal University. You guys are doing so great and contributing to the education sector, and that's what we want. And guess who was the guest speaker? The Honorable the Pro Tem Senator Yomli Kanga Lawrence was the guest speaker, and she spoke, she spoke very well, very eloquent, very and charged students, and gave a little bit of stories that her life story, these kind of stories are used to motivate, and we will talk more of that. But okay. Yeah, he's back. Don't worry about him. He will come on.
He's getting used or adjusted to the
he will come
digital
on. He will come on. Just ignore him. He will come on. Yeah. So that is it, and we are back. We're going to have a team here from the community. We are encouraging you. If you have issue within your community, on a serious note, if you have issue within your community, please make sure to reach us, because developments start within the communities. If these communities are not together, they are not satisfied, they are not working together for the common good of the people, there's going to be a serious problem in your district, in your county. Sure. So So yeah, so from the Kaofi community, they're going to be here. The team is here. So just please signal them so they can come in.
Okay.
And then I don't know, you guys have taken commercial already?
No, not yet.
You've not made some money. We have to make some money, and then also the agro segment will also come on, and then we'll also have time to talk a little bit of the graduation ceremony today that was held at the Pool River Vincent Town, and the 33rd commencement convocation. And I spoke with one of their staff. I told him, I said, I have to come back and get spend my last semester so I can get another degree. So, but it's always good to be at the Pool River because I saw how I was one of those who was there at the time when that place was nothing, down the foundation, all the buildings were nothing. The last time I've been covering the program, like I think this year is the third year that I went to cover the AME Zion commencement convocation, and you can imagine. So dreams do come true, and you cannot have a vision and you fold your hands. You can't. You have to work, and they are still working. And we also interview the president, Barry Emmanuel Johnson, and also one of the vice presidents will also talk about that and the plans they have and what I know they have in the plans they have for the university. And yes, so I'm encouraging you. You know, we're plenty in this country. When we plenty, we're not too many, but we are enough. You can, if you're looking for a university as well, AMEZI is one that you can trust. Go and start something. They have other universities here, but well, you can also go. Like the university I graduated from AMEU on in 2020. 2020, I graduated with BA degree in mass communications and public administration, emphasis with how you call it, with counseling as elective. So that's it. And yes, AME, I would tell you, AME is the best. Yeah, because that's my alma mater. AME is the best, and we have other universities as well, and we are hoping, praying that God will help the education sector, that they will live from one level to another, that these institutions, whether public, private, will be empowered. They will have enough money to transform the area. I will tell you, that time I was in Zion, one of the things I really used to remember the feedback, I used to fight for chairs. When you go late, you will stand up. Yes, but I can see a lot of changes. I see a lot of changes there, and they are doing well. And we hope that people will not remain the same forever. You can't be 100 years and you still be the same. There should be some changes. You can't be the same forever. And it doesn't show a good signal. You to him much is given, much is expected.
Yeah.
Papa,
Mm-hmm.
When people have invested in you right now, you are in UL, you are in La Cruces, you are doing something else. You always in from one program to another because you want to develop yourself, right?
Yeah.
So at a certain point, people expect that you will think differently. You will not be thinking like somebody who has not received any training at all.
No.
Because people will say, but this man has actually he's been going to school. He has been he brought up by a very good family. Mm-hmm. He has been in church. I mean, he's been in church. He interacted with people. He worked with Renaissance, and we don't expect him, to behave this way. That's why when people say, when the Bible says, "To him much is given," to whom much is given, much is expected. So if the society, if you are in the society and you've been giving a lot, you have
society as well expect a lot from you.
So you have to behave accordingly. Mm-hmm. So you want to add up before we can take commercial?
I think you are forgetting to tell our former president
happy birthday. I was just coming and there was a traffic, but I was actually asking, my mind and everything was actually here, because when I got to know that he's not here, I was like, wow. So, but I want to say happy birthday to the president. She's 86 years today, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me tell you a little short story before we go further. I was younger, coming out of high school, I think around 17, 18.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was asked to represent hundreds of beneficiaries, that females,
Yeah.
and they were all benefiting from her, from her, from her,
Initiative.
yeah, from scholarships and attending different institutions, empowerment program, vocational, and everything. So, and I was elected by Rufus Mandin, and he's now in the US.
Mm-hmm.
So when he chose me, he said, Magdalene, you're going to represent the women and tell the president, thank you. What? Imagine. I was like, he said, no, you can make it. Yeah, he said, you can make it. Younger, no confidence, nothing. I felt like, but I said, okay, I'm going to do it. And then after,
Mm-hmm.
he told me, go and tell your dad to write a speech. It was a very short speech, but very powerful. And I read it, I rehearsed, and then I went to the CC Dennis Auditorium where they had a program at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went there, the hall was full of national, international dignitaries, and oh my God, the president was in attendance,
mm-hmm.
and I received a standing ovation. Yes, the speech I read, everybody was like, oh. I said, what? But this thing is really good, oh. Public speaker, when you speak, people clap for you. That's how I developed that kind of interest in public speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But how did I go about doing it? That's a big question. So I have to go back to my church. I went to my church. Little by little, I started to moderate services, conduct services and other programs in the church.
Yeah.
And I knew I started to gain confidence in holding microphone and standing before people and entertaining them, informing them and so forth. So I got adjusted,
mm-hmm.
and then I also started to train other young.
Yes.
I train a lot of them. So sometimes when I'm late, I'm not on time,
mm-hmm.
they are there to fill in.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I have engagements out, maybe on Sundays like that, or revival or any other church activities, they will go on. So I started to do it for years and years, and I started to get used to standing in front, because standing in front of people to speak, public speaking,
mm-hmm.
is not a child's play. Don't think that it's so normal. No, you have to know your audience. You need to have eyes contact with them. You need to know what you're talking about and everything. It goes beyond what just standing in front of people to talk.
Yeah.
So I started building some confidence and learning and reading and listening to other speakers as well. And now I'm not saying I'm the best right now, but I mean, you can see some of the invitations that come, and I have to go and speak. So I have to go and speak and prepare notes and prepare and send bios and send. So it's becoming more interesting, but you need to start from somewhere. Yes, you need to start from somewhere.
Sure.
Are you starting from somewhere?
Yes.
All right. So we'll make some money. Let's come back.
What happened to you? So today, I need to pay my McDonald's fee first tomorrow morning in case someone wasn't.
But they're not coming there at all. It's possible you can still pay it tomorrow.
No, that you are not level. I'm not joking. You can't help me. Just leave me alone.
Yeah, I can help you. Let me ask you, have you heard about Ecobank money emergency number?
You say what? Just give me a loan. I'm telling you, I need to pay my money tomorrow morning first thing. And then they will open way at 9 o'clock. They can't help me.
Well, you're not even going to the bank. All you have to do is to dial *326# and request for 50% of your salary. You will pay Ecobank back within 30 days, and the interest are only 3%. The money will be sent to your account in a minute, and you can use your ATM card to withdraw it from any Ecobank ATM.
That man. You mean I'll get the seat there?
Oh, yes. Instantly. I mean, in a minute. But to you, Ecobank that baby.
As you know.
Oh, I beg you. Ecobank can make things happen sharp. For any money emergency, just dial *326# to help yourself out.
Ecobank, the Pan African Bank. Only money make it for free. Say money, nobody not free. Only money make it for free. Question to question, feet to feet. Always money saved free of charge. You want to send money to your friends, family, loved ones, you see orange money, there's no fees attached. Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying, kila way you give back. What is the key? I'm always when you try to be I'm saying, I keep it, give back. What is the key? I'm when you send your money to your friends, I just say let you get it. I say as money is here. Orange Money, experience our quality financial services. Sending money from Orange Money to Orange Money that are free, including all the transactions you do Orange Money. You're not taking one cent from there. Now, when you go withdraw your money, they will take 1%. I tell you, I say, Orange Money that all who say, so much enjoy it.
Orange Money.
I think of you at least 100 times. Cause in the echo of my voice I hear the words just like you did. I still come home from a long day. So much to talk about, so much to say. I love to think that we're still making plans in conversations that don't never in conversations that don't never courage, don't you dare tell me now. I need you to give away the doubt.
Gotta go bring it my food.
Staring in the face for something new. You're all I got to hold on to. So courage, don't you dare tell me now. No one to hide from the truth I know. There's no place in the way you touched me. But still be so much. Sometimes it draws me till I can't breathe.
Okay, so yes, we want to make some money. We are back. Cheddar, my people, how you doing there? Cheddar Construction Company of Africa. Yes, there's a company is involved with biodigester septic tank, and they can install it for you. So why are you waiting for? Check up on our Facebook page, Cheddar Construction Company of Africa, and just some, I mean, it's coming up in the news this evening, but few lines are picked from the pro tem speech delivered at the 33rd commencement convocation held in Bowman County, Paul River, Vincent Town. And this one says the power of your courage. Yes. And another one, pay attention to your potential. If you have potentials, yes, identify your potentials and pay attention to them if you want to succeed. I see a lot of folks who have actually, I don't want to say past the age, because there is nothing like passing age, but sometimes you feel like, oh no, I'm too much, I cannot go beyond. I cannot get this. I cannot get a high school document. I cannot get a university degree because I'm this age. But you need to have the power of courage. Yes, you need to have the power of courage. You need to always be courageous, always be optimistic. You are not too old to achieve anything, and pay attention to your potential. And another one, she said, never miss the opportunity to serve when you are given the opportunity. Yes, never miss it. So it's coming up, right? It's coming up. But she also stressed on the need on hatred, greed, and selfishness. Well, they won't. I mean, nobody can really explain to you because when you have so much greed, you got so much hatred and self-centered, you are going nowhere. You are going nowhere. How much do you need to survive? How much do you need to survive? How much do you need to survive? So you see, so and she said, it doesn't matter how much wealth you accumulate. That's it. How much you accumulate. Look, I can walk in a car, $96,000. You're just gonna sit in a seat. I don't care how big that house is. You're just gonna land in a space. So it's not about how much wealth you accumulate, but the lives around you. That was it. She said the lives around you when they are affected positively. So let me remind you, everyone, whether you're in the public sector, you're in the private sector, know that no matter how much wealth you accumulate, the lives around you, all those lives should be affected positively. Because when they are not happy, even though in Liberia, people have a way of just blaming you for everything. There's gone Sunday in the church. I said it. I said in Liberia, people feel entitled to your achievement. It's wrong. Don't feel entitled to other people's wealth. No, we have to stop that. Something that belongs to someone and you feel that it's for you is wrong. That's the kind of entitlement we got in this nation. Somebody will work the whole month, but at the end of the day, you want them to take their salary and give it to you. If they don't do it, then you see the person need. It's wrong. Don't feel entitled to other people's wealth. Don't do it. So on the other side, it doesn't matter how much. According in her speech, I highlighted that it doesn't matter how much wealth you accumulate, but the lives that you impact around you positively. So we should pay attention, to these speeches when they are delivered, especially by key individuals within our society. So I will not wait for these guys. They are still trying to put on our guests, but we'll go straight to our guests and they will do self-introduction. Good afternoon, and it's good to have you on this. Yeah, are you guys okay? Okay. Well, these guys are still, yeah. So let me take a little break.
I would be lying if I said I'm fine. I think of you at least 100 times. Cause in the echo of my voice, I hear the words just like you feel. I still come home from a long day. So much to talk about, so much to say. I love to think that we're still making plans in conversations that will never end. In conversations that will never end. Courage, don't you dare tell me now. I need you to give away the doubt. You stare me in the face, something you're all I've got to hold on to. So courage, don't you dare tell me now.
Okay. You're okay.
No one's alive.
Okay, so yes, yeah. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Magdalene.
Oh, you know my name. And what's your own name?
My name is Rufus Olabo.
Rufus. Okay, it's good to see you. I don't know whether I've seen you somewhere.
Well, we've been on several occasions, but everybody, sometimes we are busy doing other stuff.
Okay, tell me where you met me.
And on Sarah speaking engagement, but you are a public speaker.
Oh
so
my
we are
God.
on occasion.
So because I said it now, so you trying to trap me
That's what
now.
you said it.
You want in my own country.
I've been following you a lot.
Okay, okay. All right. Cyrus. What's your name again?
Rufus.
Rufus.
Why Rufus Olabo?
Rufus. Okay. So it's good to have you here.
Thank you very much.
Okay. And the other face is familiar.
Well, my name is John K. Dolo. I'm the Commissioner for Honor Ground Affairs of the Concise.
What kind of honor ground? Whatever you
What's the name again?
It's
John.
conglomerates of citizens in defense of democracy. Concise.
These guys are so interesting. So tell me your own role at your organization.
Me?
Yeah. You say honor ground?
Yeah, Commissioner for Honor Ground Affairs.
Yeah, but tell me, what do you do?
Well, I run the internal information
It goes beyond
management.
internal, because you see honor ground. That means, sometimes people,
Yeah, I gather intelligence,
Uh,
I gather information, and I share a lot of data.
All right, so what brought you guys here today? This is Kuba Sangar.
No, the last person is in the corner.
So,
there.
Charles Kuba? I already blessed with Charles Kuba. I see here.
You always bet. Madeline always bet with me.
What's up, Amber?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you, Madeline.
Okay.
Like you said, I'm Chasky Cooper. We are here to discuss some national issues. Yeah.
Okay, so it's good to have you guys on.
Thank
I'm
you.
still looking to see a female, but well, I don't know whether she's home cooking or what.
We are not really getting into the kitchen, so some of them are planners. They are strategists. They sit at the back and strategize. Sometimes they sit at the front. So it doesn't mean that they are really getting in the kitchen.
Yeah, because sometimes that's where you people have, the kind of mindset, and you put us in some category and say, okay, that y'all go to going to the radio station. Yeah, but anyway, we just want to tell you that, Sabasa, no longer the men in front and the women at the back. So the next time we're giving you an opportunity, please, you're trying to mix a female, you're being a female.
Definitely.
Okay, so tell us why you're here for. Who's the main speaker? Tell us why you are here for this afternoon. Are you aggrieved?
Thank you once more. To say we are aggrieved, I think that will be kind of too harsh to say that.
Okay.
But again, we are people who are concerned about the democratic tenets of our country, because our full bearers of the Constitution, they had in mind that we are a country of law. That is why they ensure every necessary in our Constitution be able to protect the integrity of our leaders and ensure that things are done in a positive image of the citizens they represent. So it's from the backdrop that we form this organization, the conglomerate of citizens in defense of democracy.
In defense of democracy. When was it funded?
We've been operating for the past 1 year, and we've been channeling the grievances of ordinary masses whose voices cannot be heard.
Grievances.
So,
what are some of those grievances that you've handled over the year or over the period, the months?
We've talked about sometimes the arbitrary dismissal of some citizens by some employers. We've discussed that, and we also talk about the waste in the community waste management system in various communities. We discuss those things, and there are several ones that we can go on cataloging.
Okay, John, can I hear from you too? You want to add that?
Yeah. So basically, we have come today to speak to national issues, particularly on the ongoing saga removal of the Speaker of the Honorable House.
Yeah, but we want to know what actually you are involved with. And
yeah, so like you said, the chairman, we are involved into advocacy.
Okay, advocacy.
Advocacy to ensure that the ordinary people are heard, and we are open to everyone regardless of their age, their sex, their religion, and their color. So basically, that is our
okay. So you do advocacy, and for the past, you said 1 year you have been operating. How fruitful your advocacies have actually been? Like to say, okay, I win this case, or we've won this case.
We have not been taking glory that we have won cases, but then our advocates have been yielding fruit.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
And some examples can be pointed out to the issue of the clean of the red light. We want and that we led and advocated, calling on the city government to ensure that the part of Dyson in red is being cleaned. And at the end, based on what we said and how we pushed them, they were able to listen to us and see reason because that was the complete or this or thing that we will have had a greater impact on those who commute with us on a daily basis and listen to us. Now you go to red light and on a but somehow red is much better now. It has a better facelift than the way it used to be.
Okay, so yeah, you can go on now and tell us your mean. What are you here for this afternoon?
Yeah, thank you very much. Uh, sometime we've been seeing what is going on at the first branch of government, the national legislature, specifically the House of Representatives.
No, I will be interrupting. What actually been going on at the first branch?
That's why we are about to talk about.
Okay.
There is a power struggle at the House of Representatives currently.
Okay.
An issue of a group of lawmakers who call themselves majority bloc asking for the removal of the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Yofunani Kofa.
Okay.
And they are acting according to them, acting per law. And these have held the workings of Labrador hostage, and up to now, we have not seen anything that's coming out of it. While we see just drama on a daily basis, sort of thing. So we come to add our voice to the many voices, calling on them to see reason to do the Liberian people's business because it is because of us they are there. All the solitary persons who are there must be able to work in accordance to what they were sent there to do. And the contrary, it means that the people who send them are those who are going to feel the pinch of what they're doing. But some of them, at the end of the month, they will collect a salary. They will not have anything to bother them. But the ordinary civil servants and other people that are going to be the people who will feel the pinch of what they are doing there. So that's why we have come to call on them to ensure that the right things are done, to ensure that the country moves forward, because you can't hold the country hostage because of someone's secret or acquiescement.
Is it that you are against the removal of the speaker, or as an ordinary citizen, what fish do you have to fry in the matter that is amongst the lawmakers themselves?
Actually the ordinary, I don't think it is should be implied at this point, because I'm a citizen of Liberia, and the lawmakers as our representation, we send them there. So you ask whether I'm against the removal of the speaker. I'm not against the removal of anyone if it is acted legally. I'm looking at legality, what the law says. When our forebear wrote the Constitution, it will bear in mind that every person who is going to sit on the men of this Constitution must act in accordance to the tenets of democracy.
But the issue at the House is a political matter, not a legal one. What do you say to that?
Or the issue, it has a constitutional bearing. That's what you don't understand. Although it is political, but it also has a constitutional bearing. There are rules in the Constitution that calls for the removal of the speaker. When those rules are applied appropriately, the speaker has been removed. Don't be against that. So we are not against the removal of the speaker. We are asking for the right thing to be done.
Okay,
That's
so
what we're
tell
asking
us,
for.
how is it supposed to be done? What do you want?
Now, the rule, the law says that you ought to remove the Speaker of the House of Representatives. You must have had about 2/3 majority of the House's members. That is about 49 lawmakers, 49 representatives, who should be able to remove the Speaker. If you cannot have this number, the Speaker cannot be removed unless he decides to resign. But once the Speaker has not decided to resign, you can hold Liberian hostage because he has not decided to resign. He's also acting in conformance with the laws of Liberia. So he's doing no wrong. So if you say that he should move, be able to meet to 2/3 majority to remove the speaker, that's simple as that. Because of that, you can hold Liberian hostage, say you don't go to session. There's no law that says that if the speaker does not resign, that you shouldn't go to session.
But they're having normal business though, because for the three of them reach quorum as required by their own laws or proceeding. Yeah, Charlie, you can come in.
Okay, thank you again for the opportunity. You see, my brother, like my colleague said, we are not here to defend the speaker. We are here to defend democracy, the tenets of democracy, and we advocate for good governance and improve welfare of the Liberian citizenry. So we have come to add our voices to the many voices in defending our constitution. I think our constitution is clear. You asked a question, you said the removal saga is a political saga. I want to differ with you. I think for me, I see it on the two front. It's both political and legal. It has the legal aspect, it has the political aspect. And for now, I think in this case, legality is what we need. Because you know, Mala Zenawi of Ethiopian statement, he said that the rule of law is the basis for any democracy. That's why he says, the rule of law is the basis for any democracy. And without the rule of law in democracy, you have chaos. So even democracy itself conforms itself to the rule of law. When you read on the pillars of democracy, the rule of law is very cardinal. Every democratic state lives by a constitution or by a rule. This is why every democracy is run by a constitution or a rule of law. So Liberia as a democratic state is also run by our constitution. Most of the people are arguing Article 33. There are certain things the framework of the constitution are very clear about. It doesn't need further interpretation because it's clear, it's crystal clear. If you read Article 38 and Article 49 of our Constitution, the framework of the Constitution clearly spells out how an elected officer can be removed, especially in the House of Representatives and Senate. It says that you should have a two-thirds majority vote. It did not just say simple majority vote to remove. The framework was very specific. You know, math is an exact science. 1 + 1 will always be 2. You live here in America, 1 + 1 is 2. It never changes. So what we are saying, if the framework are clear with their intention, they did not leave room for interpretation. They said that you must have to tear, just simple mathematics. I am not a student of mathematics, but if you do to tear majority vote of 73, you will get 49, is about 48.66, it will just be around 49%. So Article 49 is clear and Article 38 of our Constitution is clear. Even the House's own rule, I think it's 9.1 of their rule. The last time I checked, the rule is clear on how one of their kind can be removed. So you may say it is political, but it's not only political, it has a legal aspect because the Constitution covers due process. We are not defending the speaker, we are defending the rule of law, which is democracy, because it's a pillar of democracy. It's a tenet of democracy. Magdalene, I told someone, I said, always allowing politics to win legality is a room for calamity. Imagine if, for me, I have on District 4, imagine if we have, because our honorable lawmaker have 14,590 votes on Michael Thomas. He won with 14,590 votes. So I was just doing a simple majority rule using their own parity of reasoning. If I do that, I just need about 7,296 votes to file for an impeachment proceeding against Michael Thomas, because that is a political mean. But I think the law said that you must have 10,000 votes, and then it should be filed to the House of Representatives, and then Michael Thomas will go through an impeachment hearing. That is due process. Even when you are accused, Magdalene, you should have room for due process as a tenet of democracy. So they agree they may have their own grievances against their own, let's say, first among equal, because he's the first among them. So that's why they have their own grievances against him. But there are procedures laid out in their own rules and our constitution. You have the 49 signature, that's the first thing first. Have your 49 signature, then you go to the chamber, you file your resolution, and then right away the speaker will recuse himself, and then the deputy speaker will preside so that he can have due process, because you can't just level allegation against someone you don't want to hear from them, just say a person should be removed because of political reason, Madeline. It's a room for chaos, because they too, it will happen to them. From the district level, we ourselves will start gathering signature, and we say because of political reason we want them to be removed. Is that the kind of democracy we want to run? Is that the kind of country we want, Magdalene? No.
So before I can, go to where you are going now, the reason for removal must be on the just cause.
Yeah.
Meaning to be genuine.
Yeah.
So do you see the counts against the removal of the speaker as not genuine?
For me, Magdalene, my argument is not about if it is genuine or not. Everyone has his or her own
But if
reason.
you are saying that we should respect the rule of law, and our constitution gives a provision that he can be removed, but it should be for just cause.
Yeah, so Magdalene, who define just cause? Like I said, you could have your just cause. Why is a just cause to you could not be a just
Anything
cause to
that
me?
goes against our constitution.
Yeah, so for me, like I said, they may have their own reason, but there are procedural errors. Democratically, there are procedural errors.
And what are those errors?
The first error is they have failed to gather the 49 signature. That is spelled in Article 49 and 38 of our
They
constitution.
are still trying to
Yeah, you are trying to, Magdalene, something that is not done is not done. Why is not rating is not rating, Magdalene? Until you can have the 49 signature, that is the first thing first. If you do the first thing first, I think they were not calculated enough. They were not meticulous enough, because I think what the first thing they needed to do was to first they gather the 49 signature. They should have lobbied with their colleague, get that 49 signature, then they build a strong case. Because with that 49 signature, we are going to back them. So, but now you have 43 or 42. So you left with around 6 or 5 more signatures. So you see, in the removal saga, that's why the constitution is clear. The constitution did not leave room for doubt. So to their vote, I think there was an incident in America, if I may recall, with Donald Trump. Yeah, I think you were impeached by the lower house, but the upper house they needed certain number, and I think it was 1 or 2 more persons to remove Donald Trump, and the Senate could not get out 1 or 2 more persons, and he did not. Even though you were impeached, but you were not removed because the law is clear that you must have certain number. Even our constitution talk about the first round election, you must have 50. I think 50 plus 1, which is absolute majority. If you do not have that 50 plus 1 vote, which is absolute majority, you can become the president in the first round of election. That's why we always go for second round. So you think the constitution, the framework of the constitution, when it comes to number, whenever they are exact, it means they want you to live by the number. That's our argument.
So they are actually proceeding
wrongly to us.
They don't have majority.
Yeah, they don't have the 49 firstly.
So that they may say what it may.
For me, that's a procedural error. It's a constitutional breach. In my own, even though I'm not a lawyer, but I think I can. I have the law. Another thing, the law is logic and reasoning.
Okay, so now I heard you talking. I don't know which district. County force within a district.
District 4, right? Yeah.
Where is currently? Where is your lawmaker? Where is he?
I learned that he came by. I think yesterday, which was Sunday.
No, I'm not talking about where he is.
His position right now. He's part of the anti-Kofa blog, and I learned he's the secretary general for that group. And
so which one? I don't know. Are you getting irritated? Why?
I am not. The entire district is irritated, or because
not you as an individual.
No, madam. For me, I don't get angry over this thing. What I do, I try to push. I'm not disappointed. I'm not disappointed because the first thing.
So let's talk about the people now. Are they disappointed?
Seriously, there's serious disappointment in the district.
Why did they tell you that they are disappointed?
Even this morning, there was some level of protest at Magdalene Thomas's place. The people are disappointed. They feel that Margaret Thomas has betrayed the struggle of the district.
How did he betray it?
First day, Margaret Thomas did not consult the district before taking the kind of action. When you are a leader, you are a representation of the people.
And he got representatives from all of these communities, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He did not consult us. If he came Margaret in the district right now, Margaret Thomas is acting on her own will. He acting on her own will and pleasure, not at the will and pleasure of the district. Because Margaret Thomas have a council or people that he work with. Even the elders of the district, he did not consult them. So the young people are angry. Some of them, even this morning, I heard the day of people assembly there. And I think the media carried it also. Kopa Sangar was there and he saw the group there. So even though I was not part, for up on the district angle, we are also demanding on Thomas because there's an allegation of bribery against him. There's a alleged leak audio recording on him where he was soliciting bribe, allegedly, because we don't have the proof yet. It will play on 88.5 King FM and other radio stations carry the leak audio. So for us, in the civilized democracy, when such a thing comes upon you as a leader, the first thing you have to recuse yourself. so that you can go and exonerate yourself because you know the case has gone to the LACC. When an investigation is going, we are calling on Honorable Magdalene to recuse himself as the chairman of the Painesville Legislative Caucus until he's exonerated from all of the alleged bribery and case against him. Then he can gain the faith of the district again. But we have lost faith in Margaret Thomas. He has not represented us well. We did not sanction his participation in the removal of a speaker. That is not what we're saying there for. We're saying there to represent us, and any action he's about to take, or he should have consulted us before taking such an action that have a trickle-down effect on the district and the nation as a whole. Now our country is on pause, Magdalene. They are not working, but at the end they will take fast salary. Now they go to the RRJ, the RRJ, they will be there. They spend a lot of money there. We don't even know the money they are spending, where it's coming from. If it's their own salary, we don't know. So I learned that a lot of young people also to RRJ protesting again that they should go to work. We are asking them to go to work.
So Charles,
Yeah.
so there's a group, the majority bloc, through a press conference, refuted this claim about bribery. And so you, as a resident of district number 4, his decision to remove his own colleague that he elected as their own leader, is it storing development within district number 4?
It have a trickle-down effect on district number 4. Let me tell you, Margaret Thomas has stabbed the speaker in the back. You see, Margaret Thomas was given a lucrative position by the speaker. He sits as the chair on judiciary, and he is the head of the Painesville Legislative Caucus. You see, so he played a very key role. For Margaret Thomas to be stabbing the speaker in the back, I think is deceptive, because he campaigned for the election of the speaker. Also, he was one of those that were on the front line. And then why it's so pathetic about his decision is that why, Honorable Thomas, you are about to take such a cardinal decision, why you did not consult the district when it is the district who elected you? So it means you are acting at your will and pleasure, and every electee should act at the will and pleasure of the district, their constituency. Did they consult us as a district or as a representation representing us? Did they consult their districts? No. Most of them are just acting on their own. And then why it's so provoking is the alleged act of bribery, that you will be soliciting 15,000 or 25,000 to remove one person when our schools are dilapidated, when even parents cannot have money to send their children to school, cannot have food or even buy gari. So it means the money to buy gari, you see it? So it's so frustrating, Magdalene. This is why we are saying this thing is not about us, it's about them.
Okay.
All of the counts they raised against the speaker, when did they know about these counts?
So,
they've been there.
So let me speak to Dodo, who runs the underground affairs of the yeah, I know he has gathered enough intelligence, and I would like to hear from him.
So Magdalene,
your police talked about procedural error, and
that is where I'm coming from.
Okay.
I'm coming from. You see, the horses rule, chapter 6, rule number 12, talk about quorum. When you talk about meeting of quorum, at least you have 37 persons. But now this rule speaks to specifically a regular section. It does not speak to a parallel section.
Okay.
Because and you cannot transact business in the presence of the speaker with the exclusion and aware of the deputy speaker. In the Eastern, we have the speaker in the country, we have a deputy speaker, we have a chief clerk, we have a sergeant, and they are all in the regular chambers. So you cannot go on the other side and say that you're having a majority black quote unquote and conducting business. The horse does not cover conduction of two separate businesses in the chambers. So I think what is happening here is it is an attempt to keep our country hostage, and is a result of going to the dark days of 1989, when people rights were trampled upon, when greed infiltrated our governance system, when people felt that their rights were being forcibly taken from them. On the platter, you cannot be arguing that you no longer have the confidence of the speaker, or the speaker does not have the confidence, but yet and still you are not really required number. Other than that, you get right now there's a situation today, the 29th, the borders should have been before the legislature.
It's on the 31st.
Yeah, the 31st. You just they coming Thursday. The border should be before the legislature. Up to now, nothing is going to happen. What's going to happen between now to December? The country is going to cripple. Because in the end, between now and December, the whole budget year will end, everybody get a pay. By January, the government will not function again. So important. So what we are saying, even in their own action of trying to say they have the majority, the rules say the top of succession. If you don't have the speaker, the deputy speaker, the third person will chair on executive, you got the fourth, and then the fifth. You have the fifth person, Marcus Thomas, Honorable Thomas. Honorable Thomas will not preside. You took the eighth person. That is a complete violation. Because the rules say, except when the people are not present, you can go about and elect your own number. That is on a regular section business. But not in the case where the speaker is present, you have the speaker present. So you are not reach a required number.
There are rules calls for quorum, reaching the quorum.
We are reaching quorum in regular session. Unlike the situation, not regular session, because the speaker is there. Today, the speaker, the deputy speaker preside in the regular chambers. They were on the opposite side. So the thing is, in two working weeks, according to the rules, in 2 working weeks, if you do not go to work, you are entitled to a punishment. So that's what happened. Who will punish who? Do they have the authority to punish the speaker? But what is even more frustrating is that the speaker has decided to use the law by going to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court put a stay order, but yet and state today, they defied the Supreme Court. They went to the joint chamber and they held session, quote unquote session.
We're gonna call that meeting.
So we don't know where they put the head, and those who are making the law. Yeah.
What did they have session today?
The Congo majority black went to the joint chambers. They went to the joint chamber after all. The Supreme Court have put a stay order on their actions. So tell me, if those who are saying they are lawmakers, if they created a law and they don't want to abide by the law, what will happen? In case today citizens decide to invoke Article 1, Article 1 of the Constitution, and take a decision to remove all of them. I just saying, John K. Dodo, I should jump out today and go to the executive mansion and announce myself as president. I will go to EFBC and announce myself as president of the Republic of Liberia because I got issue President Joseph Nima Bwaga.
So, John, the majority blocking their session today, they said the stay order or the rate of prohibition is only for the removal of the speaker and not them having their usual session.
But that was the basis of the action being filed by the speaker, the prohibition of the action, because the action is illegal. You cannot be having 2 sections.
Well, you are talking about today they violated the...
Yes, by assembling there's a violation because they
to do the Liberian business.
No, not Liberian business. You have been in the mean chambers to do the Liberian business in the mean chambers, or them going to a separate place where the Supreme Court have filed prohibition on their very actions. So everything I've been doing there will be null and void because
order. Is that what you're saying? Whatever they do, what they make, any decision to make,
it can take effect anywhere. Okay. They cannot sign no document. They cannot pass any financial transaction because they do not. Only the Speaker of the Republic of Liberia can sign on the budget or any law before it be transmitted to the president. So any other thing they do, reaching the required number of 49 per the law. So the law is very clear about carrying on the procedure. In the due process, so today I just come and say, Magdalene, excuse me, Magdalene stole my $20, so therefore you FM must dismiss her. Our investigation, is that what we are saying in the country? That is why I brought the word, because I just saw somebody accusing today, then in the next minute, they are being trampled upon. So in the end, nothing good is going to come up. And this is why we are calling on the lawmakers, the quote-unquote majority black, to return to section. Let them go to the regular chambers where they have been working from. You, Cooper, you can tell me that in time past, your legislative reporter who periodically cover the legislature will tell you that they have now been going to the joint chamber for separate sessions. Well, how can you have parallel session? The law says only 2 horses in the same city. The House of Senate and House of Representatives, but now here you get separate session for the legislature, especially the House of Representatives. So to tell you that everything is not in line with our law.
Okay, so yes, we have concerned citizens of the Kaufi community.
No,
We are conglomerates
Bureau.
of citizens in
La
defense
Bureau.
of democracy.
Oh yeah, because they may I think from District 6.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
That
are.
was my mom heard today.
I'm
I
from
said
District 5, John live from District 6,
I'm in
Charles live from
District
District
4.
4.
from District 4.
Conglomerate.
From District 5.
I'm from District 5.
So what's the distance of your own lawmaker?
My lawmaker is one of the
Procedure.
renegade, one of the renegades.
What's his name again?
I'm Rufus Olabo
No, I mean from District 5.
from District 5, or Priscilla Cooper.
Oh, Madam Cooper.
Yeah, Madam
Yes,
Cooper.
frankly, I've been very, I've been
Well,
watching, I've been following, and I, noticed this kind of inconsistency. Today you are so, and tomorrow, but what you got to say about that?
I think that my lawmaker has been so deceptive to the people she represents because this minute she signed, she will come to district. Oh, I signed, but I did not think that it was based on this. I don't think that was private. This is why I signed. So my lawmaker, who should be legally oriented, who is a lawmaker, how can you sign a document without reading the details of that document? What's such an important document about the removal of the speakers or the House of Representatives? How can you sign such a document? So that has been deceptive.
But coming back to the Constitution, it says for a just cause. So why if she feels that it was genuine?
Yeah, if she feels that it's genuine, then she signed that document. That's her feeling is genuine. Then why come to this say, oh, I remove my signature?
So she repeats herself
The next day, it's still the same group. Then why care about the same group?
Flip flopping. That's why.
So last time she said she removed her signature and she's going back.
She flip flopping.
And she's going back. Then where do we stand?
Flip
Where do we stand?
flopping to me
So
is
I don't.
deceptive.
My love. That's why I call one of the renegades because
maybe she have noticed that the allegation is a tactic though.
the allegations, like we said, allegations are things that should be proven.
Let me address one of the allegations. For example, in the counts, they said that the speaker unilaterally appointed 3 members to the ECOWAS parliament. Under our constitution, the constitution gave the right to the speaker to appoint standing committee chairperson in all committees in the house.
Can you put that section, sir?
The constitution on la bureau. Constitution on la bureau from Article 33 all the way to Article 50, get the speaker, the appointing power to appoint standing committees, all committees in the hall are appointed, even the renegade, Honorable Magaton was appointed by the speaker, or Clarence Guy was appointed by the speaker. Anything that they do not enjoy the confidence of the speaker, they themselves need to resign now from the very position and take all the place. You are right, representing number 5, representing number 8, representing number. You take all the lesson place and you feel that the speaker don't have the authority, but the speaker appointed you. So you cannot say because the ECOWAS constitution say la bureau constitution has its own jurisdiction. There is no law that can circumvent our constitution except by any reason or treaty. All in that. Once our law says this, it is applied in our law because all around the world there are different form of governments, got parliamentarian form of government and so forth. In Liberia, what we probably back camera will have 2 legislatures. So in the even year, the speaker preside even over the joint there's a joint sitting, the speaker preside over both the Senate and the legislature in terms of joint assembly. So the speaker has a sole authority to appoint. So you cannot say the speaker appointed 3 persons to ECOWAS, so therefore he violated the constitution when the speaker can appoint chairman on ways, means and finance, chairman on executive, chairman on judiciary, chairman on claim and petition. All standing committees are appointed by the speaker. Then one more about committees that are not even mentioned in the constitution except by treaty.
So I don't know whether you have the count. Maybe you can just forward them to me if you do have. But what are you also telling? You are frowning on the other those who the anti-COFA, but what are you also telling the those are in favor of those are standing or with the speaker? What are you telling them? What are you also asking them to do?
Yes, for me, the first thing I want to tell them is, stand firm in defending the Constitution. Let not always have the old way of doing things. Except because we put pressure on the person so they resign. Let's set a standard that tomorrow history will judge you. Yes, they are your colleagues. They may be aggrieved. I'm encouraging you to reach out to your colleagues and listen to them. And us, of course, you can explain to them their side of the story, and then you can have an understanding of the situation. But to say on the contrary, it will not be good. So I want to encourage on Fanatic Kofa, the speaker, as you have continuous done, to continue to be engage all those who are aggrieved, and so that we can go back to normal business. But let them continue to stand with the speaker. Let them continue to stay on the side of the law to ensure that the right thing is done, so that tomorrow history will judge them.
Yes,
So
doing the right thing. Kupa, come in 1 minute. Doing the right thing. Is that can we are they, can you maybe push for a dialogue? I know, like coming on having a dialogue to find a way forward. The constitution doesn't support that.
So they are all weird because the speaker preside over them. But here's the situation, right? The news broke up, the actions were taken on the ground. Do you know that even those who were at Capitol Building or recently have been denied from entry because there have been tension there? They are every day a police present. Every day a police present. So you see that people feel that they're not doing the right thing, so that they are even afraid. Because if you are doing the right thing, you'll not be afraid. However, recently the Senate set out a 3-man committee to intervene. Senator Sangar Finney headed that committee. We don't know. We heard that when Senator Finney went to meet the majority bloc, quote unquote, currently lodged at the RLJ hotel. One ranking member, I think, Samuel Konga, was saying they wanted to hear they playing fun. Nobody will listen to them. The only one is speaker will be removed, and you cannot keep the country hostage. So assuming I am admitting that this process go on until the year end, what happened? What instrument? How will the government function? How will the president carry on a function in the action of the legislature in terms of passing budget, passing? There are even 9 instruments from the president as before the legislature. How will it pass? It will not pass. And the Senate will not be able to function because the Senate and the legislature have to function together. The Senate one cannot pass law. The Senate one cannot pass anything until effect. They both houses got to pass it.
Okay.
So you people commented on the part of the resolution that talks about the unilateral sending of people to ECOWAS Parliament and the ECOWAS Parliament.
Yeah.
What do you make of the part of the account that talks about Speaker Kofa providing consultancy for Western Cluster, China Union, NAFA, and the list continues?
Okay, let me just address that quickly. Kuba Sangar, I think if that whole all fighters constant, if that count is correct, then I think it's a conflict of interest. But here is the thing. This is why we have said you may have genuine point or points, but then this is why you have to correct the procedural error. Say you have a cost to remove the speaker, you say he's providing consultancy for all of these frames around Liberia, which is a conflict of interest. Okay, you have a case. But Kopo, when you have a case, there's this saying that the court does not go outside looking for cases, and so the court will not come in your community asking who all calls you, who all beat on you. No, you might have to carry your case to the court. It's within the court, the case will hear the court will hear the case. The court does not leave. Let me say the court does not leave the courtroom or courthouse to come in your house to solve your case there. So that's why we are saying the chamber is their courtroom, and so legislatively or constitutionally, the chamber is their own courtroom. That's where they carry on all of their official businesses, and so okay. So you have a count which is genuine according to you. For us, we are saying go to the chamber when you have gathered your 49 signature, go and present your petition or your case, and then we always join you to ask the speaker to recuse himself. The deputy speaker will preside over that hearing, and you will raise all of your account. The speaker will be given room to defend himself. That's the due process. That's the problem we have. We are not against those 43 simple majority or lawmakers, the anti-Kofa bloc that are saying they have 6 or 5 counts against the speaker. No, our issue here is not about their account. We are not overlooking their accounts, but we are saying go to your courtroom, which is the chamber, Present your case there. But you can't leave on there to go to RLJ. Then you want to do the librarian poll where to RLJ. No. Or you can't leave on there go to the John chamber. The word John. What it means? John.
No,
Two things, two or more maybe coming together. The joint chamber is meant for the joint chamber is meant for both houses, the House of Senate and the House of Representatives. When they are coming together, that's why they call it joint chamber. When the president is going to address them, they all meet there. The president address the joint chamber. They say when you're doing business, you must go to the joint chamber. Go to the chamber there where you can normally have your business, present your case. You get run from the court and then you asking the court to be chasing behind you to come and judge your case. No, you go to the court. The court will not walk to you. You walk to the court. So that's how it is. So, let me just say something quickly. And another thing, one of the mistakes we have made in Liberia, this is why I told someone that Liberia is not ready for change. We always knew the wrongs of yesterday to justify the wrongs of today. Because it happened yesterday wrongly, we accepted it. It should happen today wrongly, and we should accept it. This is why people talk about precedent case. This is why Albert Schweitzer said leadership example. Let me say example is leadership. When you say example, people use that as a precedent case. Because it happened to Ellen Snow, it happened to Ellis Starter, even though it happened wrongly, but because they choose to resign, so it means for that to should choose to resign because it's a precedent case that we are building. And we cannot allow this thing to continue to happen. This is why Caroline Kennedy said, the bedrock of our democracy is the rule of law. And that means we have to have an independent judiciary. Judges who can make decisions independent of the political winds that are blowing. Now the political winds are blowing Liberia. This is why the judges or the Supreme Court need to stand her ground. This thing we have to put stop to it. Not because it happened politically yesterday and legality was overriding or overlooked. Then it should happen again politically. Okay. Very soon the district will start taking political issues in their hands too. Will start removing them politically. It's a bad precedent they are setting. They are giving room to calamity. This is why we are telling Michael Thomas. We will gather 7,296 signature. That's a simple majority to have you impeached, or we can do people assembly according to Article 17. We will do sustained peaceful assembly at a house or maybe at the capital building so that he can be removed too, because we have simple majority too.
Okay, okay. So we're about to take calls now. You listen to our guests, John Dodo, Rufus, and Charles Cooper. They are all here concerned citizens of this name can really give
conglomerates of citizens
in defense of democracy. In defense of democracy.
Yeah,
and
concise for short.
Concise for short. So that's the acronym. And in defense of democracy, one of the principles of democracy is the rule of law.
Yeah,
and it's the rule of law. And Liberia is a country of law and not of man.
Yeah.
So whatever that we do, because if we want a democracy to be democracy, we have to know that the rule of law is cardinal. It's very important, and we should respect what we have in our constitution, what we have in other books that govern us as a people. We can be living like no, I'm not inside of what you guys are saying, but I respect the rule of law, and that's why we're all Democrat. That's why we're all pretty doing the elections. Let the will of the people prevail. Let the will, whatever But anyway. So let's take calls now. And that's another call.
You can place your call to 0777-285961. 0777.
And just to inform you, you are the employer of these people.
Yeah.
You are the employer of these people. Those of you listening know how powerful you are. Because if they don't do what they are supposed to do, remind them 2029. And we'll be here to make you, to remind you. We'll be here. If they don't work, if they don't show you tangibles, remove them. Yeah. Liberia is getting so old. Our communities have been like that forever. And then we have a group of people, from the both sides, they have to do what is right, because you know how many people are dying, you know how many people don't have access to roads, and because of that, pregnant women are dying. Do you know what's actually happening? Some people don't even have food, and we have a group of people at the RLJ lodging and
receiving money and spending money.
Where is the money actually coming from?
That's a question.
These are questions being raised by people, and the messages are on our phones, and they say the people are playing with all. When time will come, we're ready to do our own in the generation, you know how to vote.
Yes.
So we take our first caller. Over.
Hello. Yes, good
Yeah,
afternoon.
please, I beg you. Just stay away. Yeah, Chief, how you doing? Just stay away from your monitor. We can't let you to go.
Okay, I'm okay, Magdalene. I'm far away from now.
Okay, all right.
All right, your name, where are you joining us from? Stick to your 1 minute, sir.
My name is Zero S. Moriba, going my district 4.
Yeah, please go on.
Well, I want to thank the gentleman in studio. We as also-minded young people, we see you guys, and we want to make sure that the right to be done and the level what should be done. So, Thomas, there were group hires today, and there will be group there until you can come back to the district and let us know why you have to sign this document. But we put you there, you are accountable to us, but you're not accountable to us when you do, when I hear you there, you. So please, you have to come on. Let's go and do the moral thing. We're in the before we're waiting for you. It's when you travel. When somebody says that you're the but we don't have we are waiting for you. Oh, thanks so much.
Accountability is one of the principles of democracy as well. So be accountable to the people. Yeah, I mean, yeah. And
hello.
Yeah.
We have another caller. Yeah. Hello, your name?
Yes, Chief.
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried about the country. I want to see the second one solid is national to the hall. Now, what is the second one solid to if the speaker cannot meet the whole to have the first one. So it is one is after one song. Today, I don't know if it's not a job. So I'm going to such a nothing and we are saying I'm protecting the nothing in I'm having our honorable law maker. When I was slowly to read the song, so when I was singing the song, I want it. And today, see why you're working on one of the things. You want to be summer. Thank you for the law. And you want to tell you what the session of the law is. We are challenged for the culture. You start having children in the family. Over 84 laws are left. You say, even if brothers here in the room, there's no other nothing. And people die today. So we ask them, please, honorable member, please, honorable
thank you.
Okay, yeah. Hello?
Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir, your name?
Oh, this is Jeremiah. Very nice to you from
yes, please, stick to your 1 minute. But he represents the people. Okay.
Okay, so you better?
Yes,
okay. I can take it from here, but okay. Yeah, let's go again. I think, yeah, take it from there.
Hello? Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Tell us your name and why are you doing your phone?
In voice of attitude, Jeremiah, Kuba, and joining us, I intolerance at this time.
Okay, stick to your 1 minute.
Let me appreciate you for the time so kindly. What I want to say is this. We got several guys sharing those who are exhibiting anti-democratic function towards our country. If you have it on record that the lady is sharing who want to be deviant to law, and we are marrying them with evil eye, we will remind them at the appropriate time. Probably it may not even be 2029. There will be a huge uprising against those guys, all those who are involved. all these sectors are stagnating our nation because the nation is already stagnated currently. Are you real with the GDP paid? Because you're not going to work. Until the project is finished, the GDP paid. Because you're not working for us, they're working for themselves. They're enjoying themselves in GDP paid.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Hello.
Madam, good afternoon.
Yes, sir. It's good to have you on.
Thank you. This is Pascal Davis from District 6.
Yeah, Pascal.
So let me say thanks to our guys. You know, one of the colors is in error.
I bet what your course said.
Yeah, of course. So we elected our officials. And the people who send you there have got some issues with that decision. It is fair enough to have to remind them that you should not create that problem. And so it doesn't mean that every decision they made should be just made by them. No. And most especially when that decision is not in the interest of those who have elected you. So he must know that.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, the speaker have got the right constitutionally as that the law to place people into committee. It is you people that always make our officials very corrupt. And I hear people talk about lucrative position at the legislature. Every position should be seen as good position. You can be chair on relations affairs. You can be chair on elections. You can be chair on judiciary. I mean, it's understanding that it takes the government. You want to consider a area as lucrative for people with that mind. So I don't want to see as lucrative as CA at the position where you're supposed to go to serve your country. Last before I drop a low, Magdalene, have a group of people gathering a particular hotel. Don't have to go to the hotel before I make a decision that is reflective of the interest of the people. Absolutely no. To have everybody there checking your phone to see as to whether, lessons coming to see your phone. Those people who are out there, they trust them because they don't even trust themselves. We have reached a point where the country is not becoming stagnated, the country is not being hosted because of people's personal gains. And we don't say no. This money I saw from people at the RLJ. Of course, they are the trusted citizens. Should we have to be paid before we know that our lawmakers are not working? Should people be paid before they understand that there is issues at the building? No. It's not every struggle that people will find or think. People should perceive you are there. The country that normally people are paid to do this. But this war have to be paid before we understand that the government is committed. It's not to have the budget submitted. If nothing is done, how will the executive function? How will how will get treatment? How are the teachers level paid? And somebody comes to say people are paid, and we need to stop those kinds of things. I think this is one point that every Liberian, not just you as a practice to my customer. I don't want to say a sorry game, but mind you, not because you support him, it's very wrong.
Okay.
I want to ask the question to
okay, Pastor.
And I was saying this came Mr. Dolo. I don't know whether it's John Dolo. Will you have done the thing that you're doing today? But I think it's a good call, and we support all of you for that. Thank you so much.
Okay, Pastor, thanks for placing. Let's take the last caller.
Okay, you are our last caller. Yes, good afternoon.
And now this friend right now, I have been one of those creating district number 4, and I will not urge and beg my lawmaker to go back to work. Because for the fact that they made law, and they have people who can interpret law, and we all have the political consultants where we can consult with them each and every day. So, based on that, we begin to understand our market people have 2 more days to decide to go back to work or not. And if you feel within that 2 working days, definitely
it's an ultimatum. You gave me a lawmaker an ultimatum.
Yeah, but you know this, I fully captured it. Long time ago, I only tried to implement it. 2 more days, 2 more working days, which is this coming Thursday, and I'll choose to go back to work or to stay to where you is.
Okay.
If that, if I thought you would not be able to do that, definitely you will, then the legislator will be shut down. And if the legislator will be shut down, and definitely the legislator now operate without a legislator. I'm talking about both the law which is represented and our Senate, which is shut down. And if that happens, the executive cannot operate on their own. And if the executive cannot operate on, then you will have interest government which is social will still go. And if that happens, someone will not definitely will not be on the confrontation. For me, and when someone you have two things to work with, either lost the job or you're ready to go back and do it like before. But if not, yes, people are waiting for you things to go. If we are entering government to come, and when we the judiciary, which is the judiciary, pick the election commissioner to conduct a real election on a bottom, you will not get that position back. So you can block it and get 25,000 maybe at the end of the year with a bench. You and your family, you and your friends, you can be moving all around eating that one more. As far as I'm concerned, you have two fighting days.
Okay, thank you, because I hearing chat super laughing in the background. Okay, thank you for placing your call. I think that should be the last caller, right? Take the last one. Hello.
Oh, you did it. Okay.
Yeah, the last one. Hello.
No.
Okay, so all right, so you listen to the callers, some for and against.
Okay, let me start them comrade with Flo, and then I think I don't know if it will be our closing statement also.
Closing statement now.
Okay, Magdalene, Lee Zidane said the rule of law is a republic, and the rule of one person is a monarchy. We are not running a monarchy form of government. There's a republican democracy we are running. And if the rule of law is a republic according to Lee Zidane, then we are asking for the three lawmakers to go back to work and follow the procedure that is laid down by Article 38 and 49 in their own rules. We are not running a monarchy form of government where the king, the queens, and maybe their families will decide the affair of the state. Our democracy is run by a constitution, and the constitution is the organic law of any democratic state. And the tenets of democracy, the pillars of democracy, rule of law, transparency, accountability, they are all cardinals. So we are calling on Honorable Michael Thomas. Sorry, represent. I don't like to call him honorable because honorable is governed by what you do. Representative Michael Thomas, we are calling on him to go and represent us properly. We did not ask him to allegedly sign for 25K. We pay him lucrative salary. He getting fast salary from us. We pay him good money.
What did you support in the last elections? But
I supported the Republic of Liberia. If you check on my Facebook page, Magdalene district politics, I was not engaged to it. But from the time Michael Thomas decided to not go on my page, I did not support anybody publicly in the district. I'm a supporter of Mr. Alexander Benele Kumi since 2016, and I remain with Kumi until he leave politics. That's the man I believe in a leadership style. But when it comes to district politics, I've never been involved publicly with district politics. They go in election, I did not campaign for anyone. I voted for who I thought was the right person. But I'm saying on Rotomo, the first mistake he had was not to declare a public asset in the town line according to the CC. He was on the non-compliant list. Michael Thomas has something on his sleeve. That's why he has not published his asset. Michael Thomas, since he took over the mantle of leadership in the district, he has failed to run the district properly. Everything is about him. When he built school, he named it in his own name. Everything is about Michael Thomas.
How many schools he got?
He got a school in the district and he named it after him. We see that Michael should not even be owning school because of it will bring the issue of conflict of interest. He should be lobbying to find subsidy for schools in the district. When we have public schools, it's a private school that he's running and he named it in his own name.
Was this school established when he became the lawmaker or it was already in existence?
We have a school called William Pauline, and Michael Thomas, according to him, it's a partnership agreement with ICIN. Why is this a partnership agreement? Why did you place your name on the school? And Michael Thomas should not be owning school, Magdalene. That gave birth to conflict of interest. Michael Thomas should use a lobbyist to solicit and how they call it, subsidies for schools.
I think we should, just wrap it up now because
so he should use it. He should use. But that's why you see, Magdalene, you see.
and
This why most of the government
he
schools.
was running that institution, very earnest of running that institution before becoming a lawmaker. So what do you have to
Yeah,
say?
in our case, mother, the
His
instantly
name is
last
not on the
day.
school.
In our
His name
case,
is not on the school.
Oh, his name is not on the school.
But his
So
investment is in the school.
Yes, but his name is not on it.
for me,
it's
Madeline,
not-
in our case, instantly last Friday, what you do, you distance yourself from the school because you had a school before you became a representative.
All right,
Because it's a
that's
avoid
another
conflict of
topic.
interest.
The
It's
decision
a,
of our states will come here any other time,
it's a,
so we can talk more of that. But let's close now, Cooper.
so
We
in my
have to go.
closing statement,
No, you finish closing your
no, let me close quickly,
No,
Madeline.
yes,
I want to make it, let me close in 30
okay,
seconds.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. In my closing statement, the young people, the conscious intellectuals of district number 4 and all conscious minded people or citizens or dwellers of the district, we are giving Margaret Thomas up to next week to do this needful thing. That is to go to that chamber
Okay.
and present a case.
All
Not to go to RLJ. It's not where we send him.
All right,
Thank you.
Rufus. Yeah, yeah. I mean, anyone of them can go.
All right, okay. We want to say thank you very much again. Thank you to Magdalene, thank you to Cooper for having us here today. And then the message has been quite resonated with the listeners based on the responses we received from the callers. And that was only one caller who called who we know that he is one of these or quote unquote surrogates or Representative Thomas who just
Cool.
who one caller, the third caller referred to us
Pascal?
as paid agents.
Pascal Davis?
No.
It was not Pascal
One
David.
Perry.
One Perry called from District 6. He said he called from
Okay.
District 6.
Okay.
He
Chairman
referred to us
Perry.
as a paid agent. So again, that tells you that how the people of Liberia are not in line with those who call themselves majority bloc of the House of Representatives because they are stalling the people's business. And now we are calling on the Ministry of Finance to not allow sorry for them for the month of October because the work of October has not been done. They haven't done anything for October to be able to pay to receive sorry for October. It matters you work with True FM here. If you refuse to come to work because you had an issue with your boss, and your boss asks you to come to work, you refuse vehemently to come to work. When the month ends, your boss has the right to seize your salary. He shouldn't pay you for that because you didn't go to or come to work. So the thing that should apply to our lawmakers. They are the ones making our laws to be respecters of the law. The law says meet in chamber, reach a quorum of to term majority to remove the speaker. That's a simple thing that you have done. We are not against them remove the speaker if they have the legitimacy to remove the speaker. We just want the right thing to be done. So we are calling on the Ministry of Finance to not pay them for the month of October because they have not done any work for the month of October, and let them return to session because the draft budget is about to come to the House so that like people business can be done. And other than that, they are stored our country and they will have something that we will not forget.
Yeah, John.
Yeah, so Madeline, thank you for allowing us to be here today and your co-host. I want to thank all the callers. Jeremiah, unfortunately, you do not know those are in the studio here because people like us who do not chew our words and we're not moved by just sentiment. However, we are calling on those who claiming to be in the majority black that should refer to the rules. The rules are clear. How can you say in the majority then you comparing other people to come to you? You comparing the devil speaker to come to you, comparing the sergeant arms to come to you, you comparing the chief clerk to come to you. If you feel that in the majority you should be a wrong business, I comparing other people. The law only say the lower number will adjourn and compel others to come to session, which Honorable Kofa have been doing. On the flip side, like what Honorable Collins of Babalu County did, when he accused you of alleged bribery and corruption, he took the evidence, he took the money, he went to the Justice Ministry, he went to LSCC. So if you have issue against the speaker, let's assume you are not reaching 49 number. Why don't you take the facts and pieces of evidence you have to the Justice Ministry or to LEC to begin to launch an investigation on the speaker to show what those cause warrant anything to go by or a removal. Other than that, once you do not have the number, you yourself, you know the rule. For you to file a petition or a resolution, you gotta do it in chamber, you gotta present it in chamber, and you are standing under the flagpole in the house presenting resolution, reading a statement. And it mean it means that you people are not ready to do the labyrinth work, and this is not what you are elected for. You are elected to do the labyrinth work,
Okay.
and we do not want you to store this country. Anything short will go back to 1989, 1990, and there will be no peace for anyone.
No,
Entire suffering. We
no,
don't
but
want
if
no
you are tired
war,
of
and
suffering,
we are asking you to return to chambers, the
uh-huh.
regular session, to do the labyrinth business. Honorable Coca, Honorable Clarence Guy, Honorable Fode Famole, Honorable Margaret
I want
Thomas,
you to make
and
some. I want you to make some clarity. You say if what you want to repeat yourself?
yeah, let me repeat myself.
Mhm.
I said,
This view reflects the view of the concise, right?
yes,
Okay.
I said, if you do not revert to your rules, you do not revert to democracy,
Mm-hmm.
it will go back to 1989,
And what happened in
1990,
1989?
where people felt disregarded, people were disrespected,
Mm-hmm.
they were overlooked, and in the end, it led to civil war, and everybody lost everything in the country. So you choose to go to the capital to do the normal business, or choose the office. Because in the event, when the government shut down by December of this year, Article 1 will be invoked, and there will be no room for anybody.
But the way we located, Jedi, you on your own.
No, but I think he used a conditional statement, Magdalene.
Maybe the stop position say if
No,
you
that
do
was
not
No,
return
this
to
why we have said, Magdalene, you know all we are peaceful people. Everyone here is a peaceful person. You know that. Yeah, this is why we have calling for the rule of law. Some of us were born, we were baby, when walking. We don't know anything about war, so we don't have record of such.
Yeah, I'm
I
saying.
didn't scare you so.
Yeah.
Nobody's scary, my brother.
Generally speaking,
We are both people.
on behalf of all of you that your I mean,
This is why
one of your
they
members.
Yes.
he said if the rule of law, because if the rule of law is not adhered to, it gives rise to chaos. That's what we are saying, Magdalene, and this is what we are avoiding. We don't want chaos in our country. So the lawmakers cannot be the law breaker.
Okay.
You cannot take the
Thank
law into
you.
your own hands.
Thank you, Charles.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dolo Rufus. It was good having you guys here.
Thank you
Thank you,
too.
Mother.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Always,
the
Mother.
platform.
Always a pleasure. Thank you.
Get the best of news, views, and entertainment on Truth FM 96.1.
It will be in a life. Yeah.
Okay.
No, the sound will be in the life.
Oh.
Okay, so two things quickly we're going to talk about in the next few minutes, and then we'll talk about the accident that occurred over the weekend that took a lot of lives.
Sure.
Yes, Very, 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 very sad.
18%.
Yes, 17 at the time, and said one was uncritical. Yes, increased to 18. Yes, because I mean, that evening was Sunday, right? Sunday, I
Yes.
received a call from one of our followers. Oh, Magdalene, this is a situation we have, and send his number. I sent in the chat room. I recorded the voice, sent it in the chat room, the RCI chat room, and then our colleague who was on air that evening placed a call to this individual. I don't know. I think he tried getting to him, but it was very difficult to get him. And at the time, he said 10 persons.
Wow.
And I think you follow, right?
Yes.
They said
Yes,
there's
yes.
a packed
A bag
truck
Yes.
that were carrying plants and ran into it.
it. Yes.
Yes, and I mean, sorry, yesterday we did not come on.
Yeah.
State of the Nation wasn't on yesterday because we have some issues, and but my heart bleeds. I mean, it was some part of last week when the thing happened. Another accident took place around the Bannersville area.
Yes. Yes.
Where we had this guy, Ishmael Whitty, had always called and raised the issue of trucks that are over or that they overspeed, they don't observe the speed limits. And every time you say something terrible will happen, because this is not God forbid, but these guys, the age range of these guys who operate these machines, I mean, they look young. Some of them are 16.
Sure.
Some of them are 17. Some of them are not mature, not trained enough to operate, but they just run. And according to him, this truck was overtaking Keke.
Wow.
And at the end of the day, all these people, they all died. And some of them got seriously, they were on critical list. That day we hosted him, and people call, what are the solutions? The solutions, yes, in the hands of God's hands first, one, in the hands of the police. Like these are some things they say, oh, when things will happen, it will happen. But some of these things can be avoided. Can be avoided.
And this is why I want to call on the police, their highway patrol team, to be proactive whenever car breaks down along the road. Let them be able to remove them.
Remove them. Look, in Cooper, the last time, I don't know when I was coming from Bourne County, Cooper, this truck, Drunken Water, I always remember that truck was packed. And a car ran into a car coming from, because the DOT was in December. The car ran into that packed truck. And apart from that, so many accidents along the road.
Sure.
You'll see that the other car will be packed. No reflector, no light, nothing to indicate that there's a packed vehicle. We talk about that. There's one time when that thing happened, there's one week. Just this one week it happened. We lost our fellow compatriots. See, over the weekend again, the very week, it was the same week, right?
It's the same week.
The end of the week. I was like, but what's actually going on? These people were just like, maybe some of them came from revival, from service, from conference, from visiting family members, went to buy food, and they're back home. They were all on their way back home.
And I even got information that there were even police personnel
on board.
On board, yes.
You see that? So I mean, it's so sad. We have to be proactive. We don't have to wait things happen before we start to react. Before we start to no. Let's call these people for meetings. Call these truck drivers. Call these bus drivers, taxi drivers. Have a time with them. You control them. The police, the Ministry of Transport, you control these people. You have to work collectively to ensure that some of these issues are prevented. You have to be proactive. Liberia, as a country, we always wait when things become worse before we start looking for solution. It becomes very tragic, very expensive.
Sure.
When you wait for things to happen before. See what happened 18? Yes, the census, a population, according to, even though it was controversial in court,
Yes.
but in quotation, it was controversial, and even me, I wasn't even counted, and so many others,
including me.
Yes, I was in Maxine Pacquiao got a recording here on him as well, and others. So we have 5.2 million people, and other people are there taking contraceptive. But why you laughing? I don't know whether it's E or V too. But seriously speaking, our population is so small. Check countries like Ghana, Nigeria, their state is almost like ours. Check the US, check other countries.
The police force alone from Nigeria is above.
So you have to take care of us. Those are you who in power. If you are in power, you have to, because you're not many.
Mm-hmm.
We are not many. Some counties, you see, they even got 84,000 people. Like, for example, Bomi Riot. Check the population of Bomi County. Check the population of Cape Mount. Check the population of Riverside, Babolo. You see? So sometimes we'll be feel, oh yeah, we're too plenty. Most of us are too plenty. We the number is just, I mean, that we're not plenty. We're not many. Let's just be frank. And what we have here as a people, the richness are in this country here. Everybody's supposed to benefit one way or the other. But the poverty is so much on the people get angry unnecessarily. I always say people get so angry that serious mental health problem we got in this country here. A lot of people suffer from depression. You go out there, you see they get so angry on things that they're not supposed to get angry on. If you are sitting in a car, if you are driving, people will get angry with you. Why you should be driving? I have my little niece that traveled like 1-2 months ago. Mm-hmm. She said she ordered for a car in China to come and pick her or to carry her to school. And you know Jarida?
Yes, I know.
Jarida said the car that came for her. Our car they want along because they can be driving. She said she was scared to enter inside.
Imagine.
So you see, this and that. No, let my live car where again. Well, it takes me around places I want to go. That's why I can afford for now, right? Mm-hmm. But people will still get angry while you are driving. They want you to be walking and sweating like Christmas goat. They want you to walk. Sometimes they get angry why you should even have a car that got 4 tires. Why the tire not bust? Why it got AC or whatever? That's the kind of low, poverty can make people to be so angry. The mentality is so just like that. So you got to ensure that the national cake is served well. The national cake is served well. Let everybody have a piece of it. Sure. We cannot only have a certain group of people enjoying and benefiting all of the time. Mm-hmm. What happens to the people there in the slum communities? Should they be living like that? Should they remain living like that? And while we pay deaf ears to them, and while we feel full of so much pride that we cannot drop whatever that we suppose and do what we are supposed to do, right now the country is on hold.
Sure.
Nothing will go on. When I mean nothing because sometimes I say not, I can scientifically prove that, but 80 to 85% of our livelihood depends on the government.
Sure.
Yes, it depends on the government. So we should ensure that, you guys should ensure you have the power in your hands. It's so sad when you are in position of power and at the end of the day, you are being taken from there because you did not work, because you did not advocate for the people, because you did not stand up tall for the people. You just abandoned them and said the people forget it, will handle them. Liberian people are not stupid. Liberians are getting so wise when it comes to voting.
Sure.
And we will tell the people, nobody should bring rice to you in plastic. T-shirts, you are far beyond that. Mm-hmm. You should not be taken for granted. You should not accept just anything. We want to see tangibles. We want to see tangibles. We want to see, oh my God, where the ass coming from? We want to see our laws that are in the interest of the people. We should not be, look, listen to me, people. You getting married should not be a lawmaker business. You getting married, your children's school fees never pay. And I support education. I support a lawmaker providing education for his people, providing scholarships that will empower them, providing loans that will even help students, right? But it goes beyond that. It goes beyond that. Push these people, let them make laws. It is not about today. Those who have been there, who served, what did they do? Those laws that they passed before that are, being implemented now. So we need them to make good laws.
Sure.
When we make good laws, okay, yes. So all the concession companies in this country here, for example, 50% of what comes there stay within our community. For example, because I know there's a law that have been, what the concession company generates.
Sure.
Certain amount goes to that county.
Yes.
You know about that? Mm-hmm. Okay, maybe you can check up on that to make more emphasis on it. So if laws
the social and corporate responsibility for the company, the concessional companies.
Yes. So if you make good laws, the people will benefit. If you make good laws, the people will benefit. They don't have to be running behind you for rice.
No.
They don't have to be running behind you for t-shirts. They don't have to be sitting at your gate and waiting for you all of the time. That's slavery. We should stop this. We should stop this. Look, 2029 not far from here. I tell you, 2029 is not far. I never ever thought that President who have been former. I never even thought that some of you who listening right now, who were in positions of power, who have been referred to as former. Some of you couldn't listen, you couldn't pick up your calls. Look, today I was like leaving my house, and I don't know, something came out and I started to think, okay, so can you please place calls to people who were in positions of power before? You met these people, you talk to them, and they help you. Don't forget about them. Don't be ungrateful.
Sure.
Don't be ungrateful. Reach out to them, talk to them, encourage them. Well, that's life. So before you come in, Cooper, if you don't do what you are supposed to do, we will tell the people of what you have. Sure. And this time it's going to be all different because we're going to get more understanding about elections.
Yeah.
We're going to get more understanding on how to elect a leader. Not a leader will just come, he not sitting down somewhere forever. Then he come, then he won. No, we want to see, the work you have done, what you are capable of doing. Now you wait for 2028 to come in the 6th month of 2028, and you come now, you say the people will vote for you by all means. You see, so I gave you 1 minute. You say what you want to say, then we go to the Liberal Marathon that is coming up.
Like you said, to just add up, Patrick Lumumba said the only time an African man life is respected is during election time. Whenever our leaders are seeking for the support of the electors, they will bring themselves down, they will leave their cars, and then come and speak to the electors. But whenever they are elected, they will be in the car and wave to the electors. This is the mentality of African leaders, not just in Liberia, but in other African countries as well.
Okay.
So once again, we are calling on you, the work that you were elected to do, please do it. There's a quotation that says, if you want to take your job for serious, imagine yourself without that job.
Okay.
There are people today who are called FOMO. None of us thought that they could even be called FOMO. For example, the Monrovia City Mayor, who knew he could be called FOMO City Mayor, the kind of power he had. So if he can be FOMO today, you should imagine yourself of being FOMO tomorrow too.
So don't allow the power to make you too drunk.
Not at all.
Yeah, don't allow it. So thank you, Popo. That was so powerful, very short and powerful. Thank you. So the last time you were part of the media team, right?
Yes.
Yes, and I want to say thanks for your support.
And this I want to be part of the media team at the same time. I don't know how possible is it.
No, you will choose. Yeah, so we have the Liberia Marathon, the largest road running event in Liberia since 2011. brings together people from diverse backgrounds and from different countries. We had from 18 countries the last time. Yeah, different 18 countries the last time, and we are asking you. It's just $5 to register. No, I'm sorry, $3.
$3.
Yes, to register for the 10K marathon.
And you will even enjoy above that $3.
So I will just run through it, and tomorrow we'll have a time to talk more of it.
Yeah.
But these are the countries that participated in the last marathon.
Yeah.
We had close to 2,000 to 3,000
participants.
Yes, that day there was I mean, the cars were not allowed to pass certain areas because we had a 10K, the foot race, the wheelchair, and the full marathon. So these are the countries that participated: Benin, Canada, France, Germany, Ghana, Great Britain, India, Ireland, Lebanon, Liberia, Netherlands. Liberia is a host country. Netherlands, Nigeria, Palestine, Sierra Leone, South Africa, Sweden, Uganda, United States. So people travel from far and wide to come to Liberia just for the marathon.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you are in if you
and
are
what I
in,
observe also is all of the winners, I mean the cash prize, they were all foreigners, meaning those who the guest participants.
So you see, we're asking you to register. Yes, we are asking you to register and form part of it. It unites us. It's for the fun. Fitness. It makes you to also network with a lot of people. So you see, the 10K foot race is just $3.
Wow.
Yeah, 10K foot race, or $580.
And for the sake of those who are listening, can you tell us the 10K where they begin from?
Well, I mean, I can't lay my hands on that.
The last time was from JFK.
Yes, from JFK, right? Yeah, but
SKD.
Yes, I will. I beg you. I don't want to give information. Maybe it has actually changed in our yes, but we'll have to get the right information. What you're saying is actually true. For the last time in 2022, so the 10K foot race is $3 or 580 LD, $580 when you are paying through the online mobile money, and then paying with cash is $5 or $950 for all Liberians. If you are non-Liberian, for the 10K for race, you're gonna pay $35 if you are paying online. Yes, if you are paying with cash, it's $40. Yes, for the 10K crutches or wheelchair is actually free. So that's why the marathon is very inclusive. It brings together everybody. Yes, this one time, I mean, the last marathon from 16 to 77. The oldest person was 77.
Yeah.
You can remember that?
Yeah, she was from UK.
Okay, very good. You can remember. So 10K crutches or wheelchair, those in the wheelchair crutches is actually free. It was fun that day at JFK when they picked up from JFK.
Yeah.
You see? So from JFK to SKD.
To SKD.
Yes. So that's it. 10K for race from JFK to SKD. It was fun that day. So yes, for the 21K or the half marathon for all Liberians is $6 or $1,140 Liberian dollars.
I think they have those pick up from Freeport.
For Freeport to SKD, right? That's around the world. So we how you call it? We are asking you. So okay, the $8 for Liberians paying in Liberia. I'm sorry, paying with cash.
Okay.
Yeah, when you're paying, you get your cash, you're going to pay $8. Or you pay $1,520 Liberian dollars For non-Liberians, it's actually 55 USD. If you are paying online using your mobile money account, or non-Liberians is actually 60 USD. So
when you are paying with cash.
Yeah, when you are paying with cash. So it's actually intended to bring us together, for us to run as a people, network. It unifies us, because you see people from different, 18 different countries the last time.
Yeah.
We started interviewing 5 o'clock in the morning. I started interviewing, but I did interview for my mom. Yeah, we started interviewing 5 o'clock, non-Liberians, especially those that came from far and wide to form part of the marathon. Yes. So if you want to register, all you have to do, you can visit the Ministry of Youth and Sports from Mondays to Thursdays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Yes, and on Friday is from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
And the Ministry of Youth and Sports is located SKD, Samuel Kanyado Sports Complex.
Thank you.
Right in Pinsville.
Yeah, SKD Sports Complex. You get it so right. And then also the Federation of Liberian Youth Fly Office on the Capital Bypass. You can also register there from Monday the same time, Monday to Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So the Federation of Liberian Youth Headquarters and the Ministry of Youth and Sports, SKD Sports Complex. And then on the weekend, yes, on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday at the SKD, yes, you can also do your registration from 8 in the morning to 10.
Okay.
Yes, from 8 in the morning to 10. From 8 in the morning to 10. So that is it. And we're asking you to register. You can register your team. You can register your team. Like, you got fitness teams all around, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you can register
we
your
saw
team.
It, during the last run in 2022.
Yeah, you can register your team. You can run as a team. You can also run as an individual in your office. You can, like RCR, we can all go and register and run as a team.
And you have a specific t-shirt.
Yeah, we got t-shirts for that. And you'll also be given medal. So so many benefits, but we're out of time now. And I want to say thanks to you all for following. Join us tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
May week.
You said?
May week.
Yeah, tomorrow is May week, and it was good being here. Thanks for your support, Tobo.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so we want to say good night. Please watch up this evening for what happened at the Vincent Town, Pearl River. Yes, in Bomi County, the Zion had a 33rd commencement convocation, and they graduated over 300 students. And they have so much plans for, they also have the graduate program as well. That's a very big boost for the education sector. So we'll talk more of that tomorrow, but let the news come up. Let's listen to the news and this evening. Good night.
Let freedom ring.
Let freedom ring and when they happen. When we allow freedom ring, when we let it ring from every citizen.